Yeah, it was a slog. I said to the players just afterwards, coming down the highway this way, you always come down and know it's going to be a tough assignment. Geelong are a very good team. They're well coached. Got some really good players, and they've challenged us a fair bit in the past. So we knew it was going to be an arm wrestle, and that's the way it turned out. And really, the game only broke open in the last quarter.
Is that a great way to start the premiership defence, to be significantly challenged, but then run away with it in the end?
Yeah, I think we couldn't have had a better game for round one. The conditions obviously made it quite challenging, but at the first half we felt like it. We had the game looking like a game that we'd like it to look like. We just probably weren't getting the reward for effort, or weren't being able to hit the scoreboard. Geelong, to their credit, really challenged us in that third quarter, made it really difficult for us to get it out of their forward half. And then the way the players responded in the last quarter was excellent.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was just good to play to our identity and system. It's been a long time since we've played for points, so it was nice to come out and play a North Melbourne game of footy.
First game with a new interpretation of the rules. How did we find that, particularly the holding the ball?
Yeah, I think it will be a work in progress. I think, we could sort of see probably, particularly in the second half, that it was a little bit tighter, so we sort of had to try and keep the ball flowing and get the ball to the outside. I think, as players always do, we'll adjust to the interpretation as we go through.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's just going to be something that a bit of a work in progress. I'm sure a lot of the coaches throughout the weekend will go back to the umpiring department and get some clarification around some of the decisions that were made. I like the concept of it to sort of keep the game, alive and moving and not too much congestion. We just got to be careful that we don't go too far, one way. So, and I'm sure with anything, potentially you go too hard one way early and then you can just pull it back. But yeah, we're a team that like to keep the ball alive anyway. So for us, it shouldn't hurt us too much. You can talk about them, Ash.
Yeah, particularly Ed Sheeran. I really noticed at the start of the fourth quarter, she got the ball moving, got the ball forward, which really helped our attack and opened the game up, particularly at the start of the fourth. But she's just such a robust athlete that we can know that she's going to provide a contest every time she goes up. And then Ari in the ruck, she's absolutely amazing. She brings this infectious energy to the group, and we absolutely love playing with her. And then we're lucky enough to have Blaheen debut for us today and kicked a couple of snags late, but she just brings that pressure and plays to our identity. So that's all we can ask from them, that they play their role. And yeah, it was nice that she got a little bit of reward for effort as well.
I noticed last Saturday, sort of training the more narrow ground. I know you haven't played the game for a couple of seasons now. How much of an impact does that have? Is it noticeable for players?
Look, it's probably more noticeable in drier conditions, because you run out of space. In the wet conditions today, it just became a bit of a territory game. So, playing in straight lines a lot and taking the contest. Whereas I think in the dry conditions, with the skinnier grounds, it might come into play a little bit more when you're trying to go around, you're trying to use the advantage to the open side. So it really didn't come into play a lot today, even though, well done, you picked up on that. We'd actually brought the boundaries in last week at our intra-club. But we also had some rehabbers that needed a bit of room to do some work as well. So it was, it was twofold.
Tell us what we can look forward to next week. Not Adelaide, but a home game on.
Yeah, it'll be nice. We've obviously reflected a lot on last year, but we're excited about the new chapter ahead. So it'd be nice to be back at home at Arden Street. But I think more importantly, we just want to play North Melbourne football and keep that momentum going.
Couldn't have said it better.
Thanks, guys.
Good on you. Thanks, guys. Yeah.